Alright. Well, now that we've accomplished all of that, let us head on to our next goal. Yona has her fish, Yona has her medicine, Yona feels better, Yona can't cook. We have a chicken egg. We also have that letter that we need to deliver to Popola, and at this point, I think I was just making sure that I didn't mess up the settings of the game, because the lighting still looks really weird to me. It's just weird lighting, though. I don't know. Anyway, we have a letter to deliver to Popola. We have advice to seek from her. Cost you around 1,000 gold. I think we're good. So, new dungeon time! What? Huh? Huh. That wasn't a Yona diary. I hope. And that's not a loading buddy, Yona. Where is that? That's a little disconcerting.
What do you know about this junk heap?
It's filled with garbage and scrap from the old world. There's all kinds of machines in here that no one remembers how to use. To get there, we have to cross the iron bridge to the northeast. In the old times, these huge metal crates used to cross that bridge all the time.
Humans certainly were wise back then.
If they were so smart, why are they all dead?
Let's be fair. It has been 1,300 years. I don't think they were smart enough to not die. Anyway, this is the first time that, that you're watching me head up here. I was actually doing a little material grinding up here ages ago. You can see that this will take us up the top of the iron bridge, and it is positively teeming with medicinal items. There's a reason for that. People say this is an ugly game. I don't know. That looks so nice. Anyway. Oh, there's Yona. Yeah, again, I was just checking the settings because the run across the plains looked really off-color to me, but I think it was just some weird weather lighting that I don't see that often. And it confuses me. Here's a mouse tail. The shop we're looking for is right here.
Jacob, I'm hungry.
I know, hold on. Maybe we have some old bread here.
Hey.
Oh, welcome. Please, come in.
I can't see this ending in any way but positive. But for now, we only have the objective to save the game, I guess. For now, we only have the objective to grab enough titanium alloys to upgrade our nameless sword. So, let's head in. Mouse.
My, it's bright in here.
I guess the power source is still operational. Not that we'd have any idea how to use it.
Ruins from ancient times patrolled for eons by unstoppable machines.
Now we bust them up and take the parts.
Sounds like a plan, let's do it. Now, the junk heap is large, brown, and looks kind of complicated if you're just running through it. The map, though, the map betrays the fact that it's pretty simple. There aren't actually too many different passages. Most of the doors in here are broken. And it is also heavily patrolled by robots. Now, the interesting thing about these robots is that they have a 100% chance of dropping items. They have a couple of different items that can be dropped, but they will, no matter what, always drop items for you. The thing is, they only drop robot parts. You can't get any medical items in here. You can't use this elevator either. So the bridge coming up here basically makes sure that you're adequately prepped in case you, like me, never actually go to an item shop for item shopping. It just spits those nice items out at you, but because you will take damage here. You'll take a lot of damage here.
They have a rough life. I just want to help.
Yes, well, I suppose it's hardly suitable work for children.
Both look pretty skinny.
And the elder has been giving his share of the food to his brother, I'm sure of it.
You can see here that the robots will begin attacking you in masses. And, wait for it. Wall kick! It's fun to do, completely useless. The robots will begin attacking you in droves, like this. And the electricity attacks, I don't think are particularly strong, but they come so fast and so many at a time that you're gonna be hard-pressed to keep up with them unless you have a good stock of healing items. And when they're destroyed, they explode violently. That hurts a lot. So, I mean, the game's not hard, but this particular section can prove to be a bit challenging if you don't know what you're doing, and you don't prep for it, and you don't bother restocking your medicinal items in case you happen to, say, give 10 of them away to some guy in a bar because he wanted to make herbal pasta with sardines. Not that I'm saying I've ever done this. Just, you know, in case. In case you go into your menu and realize you only have 3 medicinal herbs and 1 health salve, and you have a tendency to pack red items, like your health salve, so you never use it. And you've forgotten how to dodge roll properly, and you're surrounded by robots, just hypothetically speaking, of course. Not that I've ever done that. No, sir. This room, Vice said that it was locked as soon as we walked in. Naturally, that just means you have to defeat a battery of robots to get them to unlock again. go. This particular little area here is what we're looking for to get the titanium alloys. Generally speaking, titanium alloys are a rare drop off of a slightly different kind of robot than the ones we're fighting right here. We're gonna see them in just a minute. Right in here. Yeah. The ones we're looking for have little red lights. You can see that guy in middle left. He has red lights as opposed to the yellow of everybody else. We're looking for 3 of these because they have a guaranteed titanium alloy drop. Obviously this is only for right now.
This place is hardly befitting one of my grand stature.
You sure do like to complain, Vice.
There's only 3 of them right now. Under normal circumstances, titanium alloys are a rare gold level drop from these. Oh, there we go. So, unfortunately, a lot of your weapons wind up requiring it for upgrading. And it's easier to get later, but if you try and do some early game grinding, you'll be here a while. You'll be a lot of places for a while. Now while we're here and while I'm just smacking robots in the face, little thing about the junk heap, it actually has a Pinocchio motif going on. Gideon's name is derived from the cat in Pinocchio, and Jacob's name was Jiminy in the original Japanese, as in Jiminy Cricket. These robots don't have special names, but that's the boss's will. The more you know. Finally, the red guys spawn. These red guys are also notable as being able to fire off projectiles at you, unlike the other ones. It makes them slightly more dangerous, although not substantially. Certainly not if you know how to fight. Which I assure you that I always have, and I have never made any mistakes in here ever. I have never gotten killed, I'm certain of that. Of course not. Why would you think that? So, the junk heap unfortunately doesn't have much of an aesthetic to it. It's just very gray and brown. But the music, I love the music. This is probably one of the best known and most circulated tracks in the game. It really is nice. Which is good, because if you're doing weapon upgrading, you'll be grinding here a lot, and nice music goes a long way to keeping you from killing somebody. Anyway, quick sojourn and we're done. And I ripped the tail off a mouse because I am a sadistic bastard. Quick heal by the mailbox, and talk to the kids. at. So, now that we've finished that, Jacob will sell you some stuff. A lot of it you can get from the junk heap, a lot of it you don't. It's kind of nice, because some of those ores are a little bit annoying to have to grind for. He also opens up your weapon forge. And weapon forging is real simple. All you need to do is collect the materials down there, come here and pay 1,000 gold, and that's it. You can see, just a second ago, that the Nameless Blade is now level 2, its attack power is up to 112, which is still a long way inferior to even the Lily Leaf Sword, and of course the Beastbane crushes it utterly. We also can't upgrade anything else that we have right now, and to be perfectly honest, we really won't be able to upgrade any of our current stock until probably the second half of the game. It's technically possible, but it would require a lot more grinding than I really have the patience for, and there's simply no reason. The Beastbane is already so overpowered at this point. Yeah, leave that mouse alone. So yeah, real simple, quick dungeon that we now have to immediately turn around and go back into.
You said she'd be deep inside the mountain, right?
If I may ask, what is it that possesses you to meddle in their affairs?
Growing up without parents is tough. I just want to help however I can.
One of the things I do like about this particular section of the game, not so much the junk heap itself, but that conversation right before we came in here, is that it's one of the areas, one of the first areas, where we begin to see a little bit of self-referential humor. With Nier and Vice out there, and Vice just kind of looks at Nier and says, "We're doing this, aren't we?" And he's like, "Yep, I am a JRPG protagonist." And poor Vice is just resigned to the fact. That'll become a little more of a running theme, but this is where it starts. And as you can see, coming down here we have more of the actual projectile-spitting robots, and they will not be so kind to us since they're titanium alloys. That's okay. Every run you do through here, you get a shit ton of robot parts. Dented metal boards, strip bolts, broken motors, broken arms, broken antenna especially. This is good because a lot of the things that require these particular parts require them in masses, and anything that you have extra you can just sell off and it'll take another run through here and you'll wind up with another 40 or so. I don't know how I missed that guy. Here's a cannon. There goes the cannon. There's a fence. There goes the fence. Carry on. Here's a minecart. And Nier has this interesting little design philosophy of trying to integrate different playstyles without completely messing with the controls. You know, instead of introducing a minigame, it just kind of switches up the camera angle and lets you play along. It's, I actually think it's pretty intuitive. I've heard people complain about it. But, for instance, right here, we are now in a top-down shooter. And all that's happened is the camera has rotated upward, and the aiming scheme for all of our spells is now mapped to the R3 right analog stick instead of the camera. Wait, no, that's not right. It's always mapped to the camera. It's just that it's mapped, the camera won't move, the right analog stick will tell you where you're firing. So, actually, no, none of our controls have changed whatsoever, just our perspective. Let's try that. It's a shame we can't collect the drops off these guys. That would be really useful. And I'm pretty sure that tutorial literally just says if you hold the magic button down longer, your spells will change somehow. If you don't know that yet, I can't understand how you've gotten this far. Now, a lot of these cannery will actually yield bombs after you destroy them. In fact, I can't actively think of a cannon that doesn't yield bombs, although some of them are completely useless. Boom. This is also the only place in the game where you're going to get bombs and need to go through fences and jump off of bridges.
You can't possibly believe that the mother managed to fight her way down here. Or, for that matter, that she has been collecting scrap metal for a solid week. Open your eyes, fool. The woman is clearly...
That's enough, Vice. Those kids are in a bad way. Maybe they just need a miracle.
Miracles? Ha!
Now this is obvious. 2 things to give you medicinal herbs. Little thing here, we now have 660 HP, just a fun fact. Obviously, when you're sitting in front of a large round room, and there is a post box right in front of you, that means you're about to fight a boss. Nice, conveniently placed. And in light of this, I went ahead, fixed up all of my magic. I don't have a whole lot of options at this point, but, you know, every little bit helps. And we're good. Let's go.
Alert. Alert. Intruder detected. Defenses activated. Commencing extermination protocol. Threat level orange.
This
Attention all
bodes
personnel.
ill.
ID badges are required.
It appears that only machines remain in this infernal place.
What's going on?
Elimination procedure charged and ready. Commencing extermination protocol.
It's malfunctioning.
This thing's crazy.
That was easy. This guy is Geppetto. Again, following our Pinocchio theme. And he is basically like every other giant head plus hands boss you've ever fought in any video game ever.
Be aware of your surroundings. No mere machine can defy us.
How about you stop talking and start helping?
The hands have some various attacks. You can see the lasers, you can see the next series of lasers. I'm pretty sure after this there are more lasers. I actually defeated him too fast for him to go into the next cycle, but after these lasers, he does what you would actually expect from a giant hands floating head boss and tries to crush you. And once that's done, he just starts the cycle all over again. He's only got these 4 basic attacks at this stage. Nothing that you've never seen before, nothing that I think is particularly special. And of course,
This machine is quite the handful.
Damn! It's just one after another!
Clear them all out. That's the only
the
way.
machine's a handful. Do you get it? 'Cause it had hands. This particular part of the fight is a little more dangerous. Not necessarily because the enemies themselves are any harder than normal, they aren't. But if you don't clear them out quickly or properly, or you forget what direction you're actually aiming in, for some reason, they can easily overwhelm you, and once you have 15 machines bearing down you with electricity, it gets real hard to get out of the stun lock and fight them off. Fortunately, despite the fact that I was far and overtired by the time I was doing this, it worked out just fine. It can also be a bit beneficial because there's so many of them here, you actually have a pretty decent chance of getting a rare item drop out of this. So I actually had to do this fight twice, and both times I had the good fortune of grabbing a second titanium alloy off of one of these guys somewhere. Might have been the second battery, I don't know. There it is. Shit, did I get 2? Nifty.
This thing's pretty high-tech!
Well, in comparison to the fact that you're fighting with the sword, I guess so. This cannonry thing is obviously very easy to dodge. I think the intention is that you wind up getting stuck in the middle and trying to do that, but if you just hug the sides, well, as you can see, it's not that dangerous.
Now all that remains is that oversized head.
And we move on to the final phase, where the head fires missiles out of its eyes and lasers out of its mouth.
There's still a shell inside the cannon!
What I was demonstrating there is the fact that you can actually damage it with magic at this point. The game will tell you constantly that magic won't affect the head, which
Magic has no
Thank you.
effect against the head.
is technically true. You can't damage it while the mouth is closed. But if you just wait until the mouth opens and Dark lands into it, you'll obviously hit it. What you're supposed to do, though...
Try tossing that bomb in his mouth.
I think I've heard that plan before! It's working!
Really, the mouth? Such an obvious weak point.
is a little more obvious and video gamey. This is actually the first time that I dealt all the damage to its mouth, so some of these lines I've never seen before.
Oh, what fun!
I like it when Vice enjoys himself. This is also the first time I've managed to miss almost every cycle of attacks.
Stupid machine.
Good. Keep after it.
Oh good, Dark Gluttony. I've missed you so.
It's a woman's body.
I fear we've discovered the delinquent mother.
She's got company.
It's a male.
Cosmetics, a travel bag, and money. Not exactly metal harvesting gear, is it?
Disgusting. She abandoned her children to seek comfort in the arms of a swain.
Oh, damn it. This is... Damn!
So much for miracles. Though in truth, I'm sure you suspected this all along. What will you tell the children?
I don't know. What's this? A perfume bottle?
It smells of roses.
I guess I should bring this back to them.
Okay. That's okay.
Come again?
Mom was always so frustrated, you know? Torn between her duty to us and her heart. I think this is best.
You forgive her?
She was my mother. But she was also human. And prone to failure. I know that.
We found this next to her.
It smells like her bread. It smells like her. Damn it. I'm not gonna cry. If Gideon sees me like this. Damn it.
I hope I did the right thing.
Thank you. Thank you for everything you've done.
You did the right thing. Never doubt it.
Wow. That was kind of depressing. I'm gonna kill something.